Welcome to the Bitcoin Technical Analysis Update for Friday, September 26th, brought to you by Augustcool Research. You can follow us on Twitter at Augustcool for all things related to markets, economics, and crypto. In this video, we will look at the current price action and some potential setups, and we'll also have a look at some of the higher time frame indicators that may also be influencing the current price action, as well as the pi cycle indicator and where that stands today, and if it might be signaling a market top. It looks like the bears are still in control as we close out the month of September. Past seasonal performance is not a 100% predictor of future price action, but historically we've seen market tops in the fourth quarter. Right now the price has hit the January 2025 all-time high level of 109,400. It bounced after passing through that level and is now in the process of confirmation. It has not tested the July open at 107,300. It tested this back in August, but has not dropped to this point yet in September. Bitcoin volume traded on exchanges is still relatively low, around 300 million on Thursday, so it doesn't appear there is a lot of momentum behind the current pullback. We see that Thursday's price closed at the 382 fib of the wave 3 up, which makes us think that these fib extensions are meaningful for the time being. From an Elliott wave perspective, it is still unclear if we've completed the B wave, or if that is still in progress. With most of the important resistance levels being respected over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and support levels also holding, temporarily, in some cases, it may take a bit of macro news to push the market one way or another, or some large-scale selling pressure from Bitcoin whales could also trigger a further sell-off. One more chart we'll throw into the mix is the 21-week EMA and the 55-week EMA. Historically, while not perfect, these moving averages have provided a reasonable signal of a local bottom. What we see is that we touched the 21-week EMA back in late August, rebounded from there, and now we're retesting it. If this were to break, it could open the door to a decline to the 55-week EMA, which sits around 96,000 today. And we've seen other points of confluence around 96,000. And we're sure we are not the only ones who see it. The fourth quarter of the calendar year has historically been significant for Bitcoin market cycle tops. The two most notable examples are 2017 and 2021, though their top formations differed. In 2017, Bitcoin experienced a dramatic rally that culminated in its all-time high near $20,000 in December 2017. This peak marked a very sharp, parabolic blow off top that was quickly followed by a major bear market. The 2021 cycle featured a double top. An initial top occurred in April 2021. The final all-time high of approximately $69,000 was reached in November 2021. This peak was part of a strong Q4 surge, though it was not as sharp a final parabolic move as in 2017. Following this November all-time high, the price entered a prolonged downtrend. If we briefly look at the Bitcoin pi cycle top indicator, which is the 111 DMA and the 350 DMA, the pi cycle top indicator shows that even with the last rally, this indicator doesn't show that we've hit the top for this cycle. We haven't seen the FOMO that we've seen in the last cycles where there have been a blow-off top and an extremely overbought situation, or a scenario where Bitcoin's price may have risen too quickly. The pi cycle top signal occurs when the 111 DMA crosses above the 350 DMA-X2, historically indicating points where Bitcoin's price may have risen too quickly, potentially marking the peak of a market cycle. Based on this indicator, if it holds this time, we'll likely see at least one more momentum move to the upside. However, this time may be different. With the number of Bitcoin treasury companies willing to absorb much of the selling pressure and no one out front leading the panic buying in the last several months, perhaps we'll see a period of sideways price action that was not a part of the 2017 or 2021 top. The last few trading weekends have been quiet, but we are expecting a bit more excitement this weekend, with the end of the quarter coming. That's all for this video. If you find this content useful, please give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive notifications when we drop future videos. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.